Beautiful, beautiful day. Now you don't get so far out of the Good Morning Naijashow. I will say you enjoyed that intelligent discussion where we get before the hour, the top of the hour. Welcome back on top of the show, and we are still here. And our top story that we want to enter now properly, another level, number 3 of our top story. We want to talk about the Asuu strike. You know, so we heard on Monday. Say the Staff Union of Universities, they don't declare another nationwide strike, and that all the agreement we government be promised them, they no do it, they no live up to the agreement. And now we already know what the issues with the ground. They have so many outstandings with the government, where the government no come through, and they don't get this agreement since 2009. And now we are in 2017. The biggest question where we get now be say, now where Asuu and federal government, all of them on the round table, what will be the lasting solution? Because we have been at this mountain for a very long time.
And of course, Lolo, we know say for inside the papers this morning, here say federal government will come outside, make the pronouncement, say
yes,
we agree,
true.
so we'll never fulfill the other parts of our bargain. And that's not why we get inside the building with us now. We're another mix. Of course, Asuu Chukwu, they still there with us. But instead of Banjo, Adedapo Banjo, we get Bernard Akede also to discuss the issue of this Asuu strike and the way forward. Permanent solution, what do they want? We know say strike, industrial action has never been a true solution for our country. Bernard, what do you think?
Excuse me, good morning, first of all. No, 2 days ago, I think we've been getting this same conversation on top of this chair, and we've been talking different things about this Asuu strike. First of all, we know say strike no be always the best. It should not be the first solution, the first thing to resolve. But unfortunately, even Lolo been talking now. They say if they no do strike, waiting again.
What did they go do? Because dialogue they don't try out.
You know work.
Agreement go degra, no fulfillment.
The agreement. Well, the best thing now, with me, I feel, if you follow that report, that story, you go see, say, then say, out of the 1.3 trillion naira, where the federal government promised, said they're supposed to give to them to cover all the outstanding, now only about 200 billion, now they give them. So the money still plenty where they never give them. But apart from say the money where they never give them plenty, the money in total is so much. 1.3 trillion naira. The question when you go ask yourself first be say, how much be the national budget for the year? Maybe we first start from there. Inside that budget, how much come the allocation for education? Now, after getting the allocation for education, how much be allocation for tertiary education? Before we can go other parts. So you go see say the money we even allocate for tertiary education, they're very, very small as regards waiting that they owe these people. The only thing we do be say, with every dispensation where they come, with every year where they go, this money they accumulate. It be like money where you borrow from bank. You supposed to pay back, but you never feel pay back. Now, the interest they build, the money still there. You still get your expenses for house. You go still buy fuel for your motor. You go still feed your children. You go still pay your house rent. How you want to do all these things?
I will forget that even when they got the agreement, the value of the money are now.
Exactly. The value of naira don't change. Inflation don't rise. Now, the only thing with them feel, the way me I feel, maybe not the only thing, but how we feel do now, by the time when they want to do the next budget, they're supposed to put some kind of allocation. First of all, increase the allocation for education. That one is certain. And then, maybe they will do a special kind of fund, I don't know. For, you know, like for debt
intervention.
Intervention. Because what you don't promise people, you guys pay them. They have worked for it, you have to pay them. But then where will you get this money from? We don't already complain before, say a large chunk of our budget, we spend them on recurring expenditure. Things where we say they not be assets. No, we go to go buy for grant, we're going to generate profit for you. Now, things where they pay for month in, month out, year in, year out. That one will help us increase money. There has to be a special allocation where they go set aside to pay back some of these monies where they're supposed to allocate to these particular people. So that
I even want to ask Bernard, I say Bernard, Mr. Asuu Chukwu. This morning now, we don't hear say government don't come out the band where they put on UTME. Another thing go tell me, one voice tell me, say, is that not a way to generate internal income? Is it not that government is trying to shift for them? Because I'm just wondering that when we saw the discourse will take place before they banned UTME. Now they don't leave the ban. Is it not a way, another way
and
of
this is coming less than 2 months to new academic calendar for
mini compensation again? I'll be waiting you.
The truth be say, if we don't understand what the problem be, we not go find solution to the problem. On the part of Asuu, you know if we wish these problems away. Government not be magicians. And on the part of government, we must see commitment to ensure, say, we find lasting solutions to this problem. I go talk I'm here now, say, whether we like am or not, with the way Nigeria dey now, that money no fit come out from anywhere. That one na number one. With the way Nigeria dey set up, even though some people they collect their money, like our legislator 6.1 billion
for motor,
508.
Yeah, for motor.
Now those ones go collect their own, but some people no go collect their own because of the way Nigeria dey set up. Now this problem na problem when we say it go take us several years to find permanent solution to them. And the reason is because of say, for several years, we don't get this particular problem. I get uncles when go university for Nigeria, when tell me about Asuu. My elder brothers experience Asuu. Me, I also experience Asuu. My younger ones, they experience Asuu. And if we continue like this, our children go come experience Asuu. That's not because of say, we no prioritize education. To us, education no dey important for this country, as this country dey like this now. So people just believe, say, I get the money, I go send my pikin go Ivy League college. Schools when they abroad, when make sense. He go carry the certificate, come back, we'll continue for this setup one day. Because some people believe, say, if we empower people through education, they go begin to ask us questions. We can no longer lord over them. We can only lead them. And they'll begin the question or say, why will not they behave like this? Because I believe, say, everybody supposed to ask, say, why it be say, no governor don't ever come and talk, say, they never pay him his salary. We get governors who serve for 8 years. They still collect pension. But we get people who serve 35 years, don't know they collect anything. Maybe we ask ourselves, say, why professor or doctor for university, when don't give several years of service, go they complain, say, in salary na 80%, 70%, and somebody, one boy when he teach, or one boy when just come from somewhere, go talk say him be honorable, they collect millions, hardship allowance, this allowance, that allowance. That's not the way when we say our society they structured.
Now, Chukwudi,
and if we don't begin to address these problems, we go just a bit about the bush.
Chukwudi, I go like ask you, because I know all of us will go through the 4 walls of university to a certain extent. When you do 6 months IT for your school that time?
No, the waiting, my discipline.
Your course no do. I don't know if any of them do 6 months IT, because if they do 6 months IT, you supposed to get money where the school supposed to pay you after your 6 months IT. I know say I be do 6 months IT. My school be supposed to pay money. Now, our SUG governor become as I talk say, the federal government, I mean, the state government don't give the school the money. But the money never got to anybody in my set. I don't know about people. People from my set be they complain say they don't get, but people from my set, none of us to the best of my ability be get that money. Now, if they talk say, if federal government come outside, because they go and ask for people say they don't release money to this sector. But when you are checking down the route, if you check the channel, you go see say at the end of the day, the money no they reach certain coffers. The money no they enter some certain corral. You know they reach some certain pattern. That's why I use my own industrial trust fund as example. Why would they get that kind of scenario? When one person they talk from here, another person they talk from this side.
You see the problem now say for some people, government na format. We go to hear big money, but we know they see them. It's very easy to know whether person get big belly based on saying he don't drink beer or he chop belly full or person they pregnant. After 9 months, you go see the pikin when he born, or you go hear story at the end. But big belly, if you go toilet, the thing will come down. If you do exercise, you'll get 6 packs. Now it go good. Make we dey tell ourselves the simple truth. Make we dey set phases when we go fit check what in government they do. You come and talk say we release 10 billion. 6 months later, we not see the effect of the 10 billion. 1 year later, we not see the effect of the 10 billion. We suppose know who you give the 10 billion. That person is supposed to explain what you use the 10 billion do. And that person is supposed to receive punishment for not using that 10 billion. Now that way we go fit solve these problems. I recall we say when I did university, our lecturers, maybe to rub them in on our, to make them prepare us, they would tell us, say, when we were in the university, we were 2 to a room. Some of us, we did like 14 to 12
so many
for inside room.
More squatters
they used to feed us. The guy when go even talk am say when in the Yaba Tech here, Yaba College of Technology, say after they chop finish, they will collect ice cream. Imagine say you get one time for higher institutions of learning when we say you go chop belly full, collect ice cream for inside this Nigeria. Now we ask ourselves how we take derail, how did it take go from good to bad? Now because of say we don't prioritize education. I know plenty people for here when go school based on free education. We get the indigent system, in the indigent system when they use that time when we say they go talk say if your papa no get money, your own just make you sabi book. If you sabi book, they go take care of you, give you scholarship, you go study. Even in the Western region that time, under the late Baba Olowo, you get with compulsory education. Everybody must go school because government prioritize education and understand. Say the fact say you empower yourself, now you go make you move from ignorance to awareness. Yes. But today, if you ask many young people, for plenty of us, now to go school, collect the certificate, find work. Make nobody come insult me tomorrow, say, I no go university, I no go school. That no be the ultimate. The ultimate is supposed to be empowering ourselves to knowing what they right from what they wrong.
You know, I dey look at this government generally. I see, say, this particular thing where they talk about in education. They cut across board.
True.
Because the problem is a big hydra. It just get many head. Now the same dragon with the fight, because this same dragon, now that big dragon where they call corruption, and they get many head, and the head has entered everywhere. This Asuu that we dey fight for, themselves get other Kolobi. They get a lot of problems internally. Lautech dey there that they are accusing the school of what did they call mismanagement. Even though make we believe the one where the federal government say this one day your domot. How about the ones that the school they do? All the internally generated money where the school they kulala. Would you say they are better than federal government?
You know what happen be say if we can't compare now, problem good day. If we talk about accountability and holding people responsible, the fact that somebody go look and say, this person not do what he's supposed to do, make me to do nonsense. And nonsense plus nonsense equals to rubbish. Now, if government go look, say this money will put on inside pocket, it just be like, we talk say we they give states money, and we know they see the money, and every end of the month they go still come talk say they won't collect money, even though they inside law say make we share them. But we supposed to talk about responsibility and accountability in governance because now people now they represent. Now the reason why, for example, lecturer go come talk say one sell teaching aid, he go write 10 pages, talk say make everybody buy them. If you don't buy them, you don't get like maybe 20 for continuous assessment, and he go mark your name for good. If result come out, you go know say you go dey okay. All these things now they cause make our university they spoil. If we get system when we say government when they bring out the money, they're very responsible and accountable, and the people that they give that money to, they hold them accountable. We suppose see people supposed don't dey prison now.
All right, Bernard, I go like ask you now, is this one an encouragement for the lecturers where they on strike? Because you know, say at some point, I know say during the previous administration, when they did on strike, they say no work, no pay. Now, you feel say this one will encourage anybody who is, as if people are really aspiring to be lecturers. Is this an encouragement for the youth where they're out there, for young people like you, we go get people where they look up to you? Is this good?
Well, of course. The recurrent Asuu strike, we don't turn to recurrent decimal, no be encouragement to anybody. The young people who want to become lecturers, of course, this one will be encouragement to them. But the truth be say, it they open people's eyes because people now they look, they don't know, say, see, this like Chukudi don't talk before. Some of our parents don't experience Asuu strike. Some of our elder brothers don't experience them. We say they experience them. If care is not taken, our younger ones, our children, too, they see them. So the people who are coming don't already know, say, if this is not, see, now simple, it be like chemistry. If you don't mix, if you don't mix 2 molecules of oxygen and 1 of hydrogen, you don't go get water. If we don't do the right thing where it's supposed to happen, this kind of bad mess go happen. So people wait day back. Of course, it's not encouragement to them, but there's nothing we can do. We have to continue. Unfortunately, as Chukwu they talk too, the way our country is structured right now, this money they no fit pay them at once. But that one no mean say people we want be lecturers no go lecture. That one no mean say people want go school no go school. It's not going to, it should not make I not say it's not going to work. It should not stop the regular cycle, the regular flow of what is supposed to be. Who want be lecturer? It go discourage you, yes, but it be like say because as they go on strike every year, who want be student? You go say you go discourage them from make it go higher institution. No, you go still go higher institution. But the cocoa be say the problem on ground we have to look for a long-lasting solution for the problem. Whether you encourage you or you discourage, there has to be a solution because of course. Chukwu don't talk and finish anyway. By the time we begin to prioritize education and we know the importance of education and what education would do for us, only then can we actually find a lasting solution to this particular thing. Because no be where you go, you see what somebody way, and then look at the if you go to our constitution, people they take government offices, waiting be the minimum qualification for them. So for some of them it's still secondary school certificates. For some of them that's still first degree. You know, so if the person where they head you as a professor, na secondary school degree in get, what priority has education been given in your country? It just shows that nobody see the importance of education. And unfortunately, until these things begin change, before betterment go fit dey happen.
Wow, very, very wonderful note. Now we will just do come on top and this discussion today. Very enlightening. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben Akede. Thank you very much, Mr. Ezugo Chukwudi.
Thank you very much.
Now so we see I'm on top the Good Morning Naija show every day from Monday till Friday. On top this couch, we discuss everything we pertain to life and Nigeria, Africa, the world at large. So make it a date not to miss it. My name now Motunde Lolo, one of every. I go say, get better day for work. And don't forget, say tomorrow we'll give you the recap of everything we don't share from Monday, go reach to the week Thursday, and even Friday, you go get better entertainment gist. I remain the chain of your Nigeria Afcast, make you get better day.
To enjoy more of these our Ubonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.